Welcome to part 4 of our Oakland budget. Today we're going to talk about how you can influence today's budget. Now, for all you know, you may already have, because we care about what every resident in Oakland thinks about what our spending priorities should be. We start collecting that by doing a scientific poll. We did it last fall, and boy, we heard you, Oaklanders. You really want us to invest more in homelessness, in housing affordability, keeping Oaklanders from getting displaced, and I know that those roads could use a little more love as well. And when we told you about the increase in our expenses versus our revenues, you were pretty clear that you would rather pay more in taxes or fees as opposed to having the current levels of services cut. In addition to studying those polling results, I'll hold a series of town hall meetings, as well as hear what you have to say on social media, through email, and I will actually have to deliver my proposed budget to the City Council by May 1st. During the months of May and June, the City Council will have a series of more town hall meetings, more conversations on social media, and then the City Council President will deliver her amended version of my budget on June 17th. The final balanced budget must be adopted by the City Council by June 30th. We want you as part of that conversation. So to stay engaged, there are lots of ways to do it. Find out more by visiting oaklandca.gov/budget. I assure you that your advocacy has a tremendous impact on our final budget. Let's take the last budget that we adopted in 2017. We heard loud and clear people wanted more investment in housing affordability, homelessness, tenant protections. Well, we put 12 times the resources into those issues. Homelessness is traditionally something funded by the county, but you made it loud and clear you wanted your city to be more active in this, and we were. That budget that we passed 2 years ago and 1 year ago actually has led to our innovative cabin community program that has served more than 300 unsheltered residents, 70% of them moving to permanent and transitional housing. It allowed us to open another rapid rehousing center called the Holland, as well as bring emergency sanitation support to our larger encampments. Also, thanks to community demands, we added more cleanup crews to address illegal dumping. We brought back the environmental enforcement officers, and we changed our service model for more proactive pickups. Your priorities also helped us bring some successful ballot initiatives. Measure KK to fix the roads and issue affordable housing bonds. We strengthened tenant protections and passed our first vacant property tax with revenues dedicated to address homelessness and illegal dumping. Activism and speaking truth to power are part of Oakland's DNA. We are counting on you to let us know your priorities, what you want more spending on, what you really don't want cut, and how you see the future of our city. Thank you for watching our Oakland Budget series. We're counting on you not only to let us know your priorities, but to do so in an informed manner. You took the time. Please keep your questions coming. I will be sure to answer them along the way throughout this whole budget process. But most of all, thank you for being an engaged Oakland resident and for loving our city.